Alright guys, welcome to this very boring episode of Different Garage. Today we're going to bore and sleeve our 1.9 liter Saturn block. So I've already got it set up in the boring machine here at work, and I've got it set up on the first bore. We're going to do, we got to pull about a 1/4 inch out of these holes, so we're going to do 100 thou roughing cut in each, and then another 100 thou roughing cut in each, and that'll get us 50 away from size, and then we will start finishing the bores. So yeah, we're set up, we're clamped down. Let's get boring. Okay, so I'll explain the cutter I'm using and basically what I'm doing. So the bottom of the sleeves that I bought have a 45-degree chamfer on the bottom of them. So I'm actually just going to cut my bore with a 45-degree tool, which will then leave a 45. Focus, please. Come on. There, nope. All right, so I'm going to be cutting a 45 all the way down my bore, and that will line up with the 45-degree chamfer, and that way I don't have a chamfer sitting on a square edge. I've got a ledge that matches the bottom of the sleeve. So I've decided to do it that way. I could just slide the sleeves in upside down and run them to whatever, but then there'd be a lot sticking up for whatever they've got their chamfer. I think it's like 50 thou tall. I don't want to skim 50 thou off, so I am going to leave them a little bit sticking up, but I'm thinking more like 10, 15 thou, not 50. So I got this cut setter, I got the cutter set for our first hole here. I'm just waiting on the air compressor there that you can probably hear in the background to kick on so that I can actually move the head, because these things float on air. So this thing has these these fingers that come out. I need to get those in the bore while it's still floating on air, and we go like that. And lock the table, and lock the head so it doesn't move anymore. And now we should be centered. And turn the head on. And turn the feed rate down a bit. And we'll start. Okay, that's kind of weird. I never had this happen on the last block I did. The rings just stayed in there, so this one might be a slightly looser fit that they did from the factory, which is no big deal. But I do have to bore out that ring, because I am going to keep that ring, because you kind of need it. Otherwise you end up with this undercut gap up here. So I'm just going to green Loctite it in there, and we might be done for today while we wait for this to set, and then we'll have to finish our boring later. We'll just get some Loctite on this ring, or what would have been the top hat of the original sleeve, but the new sleeves are not top hats, they're just regular straight sleeves. So that's why I'm putting a shoulder at the bottom, so that they can't fall downwards, and then with the head bolted on, they can't, come upwards, they're just kind of pinched. Alright guys, so my phone shut off and ran out of memory, so you didn't get to see the finished cuts of the bores. But the bores are done. They're 3 thou crush fit for the sleeve. These are the sleeves I'm using, the Melling CSL 2205s. They're the 1/8 inch sleeve. You can get them on Rock Auto. They're like 50 bucks a piece Canadian. So the block's in the oven at 300 degrees, and it will be ready in a minute here. And the sleeves are sitting right there ready to go with some green Loctite and a hammer and a board just in case. Now I've already measured them and the holes are already like 10 thou bigger than the sleeve, so they should just drop right in. Alright guys, so we're ready to sleeve the block. I just opened the oven real quick and measured. We are about 7.5 thou bigger than our sleeves right now, so these things should just fall right in. And then I'll put it back into the oven to just slowly let it cool down over the weekend or whatever, and then I'll hone it out in the next scene for you, but for me it'll be like a few days. So we're gonna haul this out and get it on the bench and drop some sleeves in it. All right guys, so there is the block, and yeah, so we're gonna grab a sleeve, and just to be safe, we're gonna put a little bit of Loctite on the sleeve about halfway down, just because it makes me feel better about things. Just to make me feel better. Okay. So, in theory, this should just slip right in. Oh, it didn't. Oh no. We have an issue, people. Oh, I'm on an angle. Uh-oh. Oh no. That's not good. Oh no. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm going to, oops, let's not touch that. Why did that not slip in? It should have. Or is the top ring not big enough yet? Did I not do that big enough? No, that should still be about 5 thou. Okay, that's not right. Oh. Huh, that is weird, guys. These should just drop right in. I wonder if I can just drop one in regular. I might have to go over to the press. Okay, boys. Oh, that one went in. Oh yeah, that one went in. Okay, so apparently that didn't work as well as I wanted it to, but all hope is not lost. Okay, so screw the Loctite apparently, and we'll grab a rag and wipe that off. It's not the bore that's causing a problem, it is this top ring not wanting to cooperate. All right, I'm gonna pop over the press and press those in the rest of the way. All right, so there we go. I got the sleeve. That one went in with a slight little tap and a wiggle. Those two you saw slide in. This one I had to press in, but it worked just fine. We're good. Everything's all hunky-dory. So I'm gonna put that in the oven to slow cool over the weekend, and I'll hone that out Monday after work. Hey guys, so I got the block set up in the hone, and we're gonna hone these to size. Our boring bar isn't trustworthy enough, so I'm gonna hone them right to size in here, which most places wouldn't do because it's kind of a waste of stones, but that thing is too likely to miss a size. So I'm just gonna hone them all the way. So I got my rough stones in there, and let's go. All right, guys, so there we are. One home job. So that'll about do it for this video. So until next time, we'll see you then.